Welcome to Celebrity Investing, your go-to source for insights, tips, and updates on navigating the exciting landscape of personal and global finance. Please like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive content. In this video, we continue discussing how cash advance apps charge hidden costs and how you can protect your money. This table shows how quickly minor charges can stack up against a small loan amount. Even though the app doesn't call these charges interest, they represent the true cost of credit. Most users find that they aren't just paying one of these fees, but a combination of all three. After all, the app wants to make a profit, and these fees are their primary way of doing so. The pressure of paying to access your own money. The way these apps are built isn't an accident. They use specific design choices to nudge you into paying a tip. For example, some apps use a sliding scale that defaults to a 10% or 15% tip. To leave nothing, you often have to manually move the slider to 0 or find a small skip button hidden at the bottom of the screen. This creates a feeling of guilt or social pressure. You feel like you are being ungrateful if you don't give back to the service that helped you. Additionally, some apps suggest that giving higher tips will help you qualify for larger advances in the future. This implies that your generosity is part of an algorithm that determines your reliability. While they might frame it as a community-driven model, it is actually a strategy to maximize revenue without calling it a finance charge. Because the fee is labeled as a gift, the company avoids the strict disclosure rules that apply to credit cards or personal loans. You are essentially being manipulated into paying interest under the guise of being a good member. How regulators are catching on to these disguised tactics. For a few years, these apps operated in a legal gray area by claiming they were not lenders. Because they don't perform credit checks or report to credit bureaus, they argued they were providing a technology service. However, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and various state regulators are now looking closer. They see that if a consumer pays money to get money, that payment is a cost of credit. It doesn't matter if you call it a tip, a donation, or a convenience fee. If the company expects to be paid, it's a loan. Several states have already started taking action to limit these tips or clarify that they count toward interest rate caps. Regulators are concerned that these apps target vulnerable people who are living paycheck to paycheck. By avoiding the word interest, these companies can bypass usury laws that prevent lenders from charging more than a certain percentage. As the government increases its oversight, we will likely see these apps forced to change their business models. They may soon have to follow the same rules as every other financial institution that lends money to the public. Stay tuned and continue to watch our videos to gain valuable insights into the world of finance. Subscribe, like, and share to continue your journey to financial success.